Special thanks to Patreon supporter Trenchfighter8 for making this video possible. Hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft Forward 2 vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and doing the SdKfz 251/9 with a crew of 5 dimensions. You can see on screen now a length of 5.80 meters, pretty much your standard length of the German half-track. Its role as a tank destroyer, the number built is not available, couldn't find information for it. Armaments, it had one 75mm gun and 2 MG34s. Engine, you can see right here, a Maybach 6-cylinder petrol engine, and it had a performance of a max speed of 52 kilometers per hour. But anyways guys, that's going to do it for this, and enjoy the tutorial. Hello ladies and gentlemen, SdK here bringing you another Minecraft Forward 2 vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the SdKfz 251/9. Basically what this was, it was a modified SdKfz 251, which was the German half-track. It was modified and outfitted with a 7.5 centimeter main gun. Basically it took the same kind of mount that the StuG has and basically put it onto the half-track. Obviously making it some kind of gun platform. I would say kind of a tank destroyer, I guess you can say, in a way, that sense and all that stuff. It's pretty interesting. I mean, it's got the short little stubby gun that the StuG would have and all that stuff, and it's just kind of a funny little build overall, and I really do actually like it. I think it came out pretty good. But yeah, that's pretty much it about it. This build was a Patreon request by Trenchfighter8, who supports me on Patreon. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel a little bit more than you guys already do, then be sure to go ahead and follow the link down in the description. Take you to my Patreon, where you guys can go ahead and get some cool benefits for simply just donating a very small amount every month to kind of support the channel. You know, every little bit counts and every little bit helps, especially if YouTube recently starting to demonetize some of my videos and all that stuff, and I'm having to try to fight them to keep them up. So anyways guys, you know, that's an option for you guys. Of course you guys don't have to, but it's always there in case you guys want to, you know, donate and all that stuff. Anyways, going ahead and taking a look at the build. Got a lot of cool detail on it and a lot of cool stuff. This is based on the new chassis for the 251, which is pretty nice. So up in the front here, very simply, you got the brake lights, all that stuff. Kind of like a little bit of antenna over here on the front, and there's also a little mirror, side mirror on the side there, on the front of the fender. You have all your detail in here, all that kind of stuff. Very nice, and you have your viewports there for obviously the driver and the passenger, which will be located right in there. On the back, just, you know, your standard detailing, all that kind of stuff on the back. Nothing too fancy back here. And also on the sides here, you can see more detail with the tracks and, you know, these little compartments along the side here for probably storing equipment and maybe ammunition or something that kind of stored on the sides. Now, when it comes down to the interior itself, got a lot of cool stuff in here, some pretty good detail, and of course I will be showing you guys how to put this all in here. Since it is an open top vehicle, we got to make sure that there's some kind of interior in there for you guys, so I will be showing you guys how to put this interior in. Very simple, but looks really nice inside here. And you can see you have your gun right here, a lot of detail around the gun and everything like that. Really happy with the way it came out. And yeah, that's pretty much the vehicle in a nutshell. Very cool, and looks real nice. Hopefully you guys do enjoy, and again, a special thanks to Trenchfighter8. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for this overview. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our first layer, we have layer 1. Now for layer 1, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start off by taking nether brick stairs and placing down 1 and 2 upside down stairs back to back like this. And this is going to create your right front tire, as you can see right over there. So if you're putting this in a certain area, you can just kind of plan ahead that you are going to you know, need to have a little bit of space, and you guys also saw the mentions at the beginning of the video. So make sure you guys have plenty of space for this vehicle, but once you guys have that all figured out, let's go and continue on. Now, from this stone brick stair here, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 stone brick top slabs across like that for the axle, followed by another nether brick stair upside down, and one coming off of it like that to create the front there. After that, on your side here, we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate like that for the very front. After you have that all done, we're going to take our stone brick top slabs, we're going to place down 1 back on the center, followed by a sign on either side of that stone brick top slab. Once you have that done, we're going to place down a red sandstone top slab on both sides after that nether brick stair like that. We then want to place down a stone brick top slab in the very center, followed by a second one, followed by a third one, and then we're going to place down a fourth one like this. And then off this fourth one, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab coming off on either side like that, followed by a polished andesite block on both sides like so. Once you have that done, we're going to need to grab ourselves some nether brick half slabs. We're going to place down a half slab coming off the polished andesite block like that, followed by a top slab coming off the half slab, and same thing over here, just like that, for the first kind of part there for the tracks. After you guys have that done, we're going to place down 2 stone brick stairs, like this on both sides. Same thing over here, 2 stone brick stairs, like so. With that done, we're then going to place down a polished andesite block, like this on both sides. Again, a row of stone brick top slabs in between the polished andesite blocks. And also on these polished andesite blocks, we're going to place down a stone butt on your side here, just to make them look a little bit more like wheels, like that. After you have that done, we're going to place down another brick half slab on both sides, like so, followed by another brick top slab coming off those 2 half slabs, like that. And once you guys have that done, that's going to basically do it for our first layer. As you can see, we got pretty much the chassis and the very basis setup and everything like that. And yeah, so it looks something just like that. Anyways, that's going to do it for layer 1. And with that, let's move on to layer 2. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to layer 2. Now for layer 2, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to our wheels. And we're just going to place down 2 nether brick stairs back to back on top of those 2 nether brick upside down stairs. Just like that on top of them to basically complete that wheel shape. After you have that done, in between these 2 nether brick stairs, we're going to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite. After you have that done, we're going to place down a polished andesite block coming off the center one, followed by a stone brick upside down stair on both sides, like so. After you have that all done, we're then going to place down a stone brick stair, like this on both sides, coming off those 2 nether brick stairs. We then want to place down a stone brick corner stair, like that on both sides, with their backs or the sides kind of facing in toward here, followed by a polished andesite block there in the center. After you have that done, we're going to place down 1 more polished andesite block back, followed by a stone brick stair again on both sides, like that. We're also going to place down another stone brick stair that comes off of this one, so you're going to basically have these 2 corner stairs next to each other, and same thing over here, like so. After you have that done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite in the very center, followed by another brick stair on both sides, like that. After you have that done, we're just going to place down a row of 5 of polished andesite all the way across with a stone button again on both sides of that polished andesite block. We're then going to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite blocks, very center, followed by a nether brick top slab on both sides. We then want to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite, followed by another brick half slab on both sides. Again, a row of 3 here of polished andesite, and another nether brick half slab on both sides. We're then going to place down another row of 3 of polished andesite, nether brick top slab on both sides, and then we're going to place down a row of 5 of polished andesite all the way across, followed by a stone button on either side, like so. We then want to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite, followed by another brick stair on both sides. We then want to place down a stone brick stair coming off the very center polished andesite block, followed by one that comes out on either side of that stone brick stair. And then coming off the stone brick stair itself, we're going to place down a skeleton skull. And coming off of the 2 polished andesite blocks on both sides, we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence key like that and place down a sign on it, like so, again on both sides. Once you guys have that all done, that's going to do it for layer 2. And with that, let's move on to layer 3. Alright, so real quick before we move on to layer 3, I just want to go and throw in one thing. On this stone brick stair here on both sides, we just want to throw in a little sign here for a bit of detail, so just go ahead and add that on. And now we can move on to layer 3. Now, for this layer, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by going to the top. And also, I want to throw in, I'm going to have this whole separate part after we get the main body of the outside done, working on the interior here. So we're going to leave this alone for right now. You see me skipping over it, that's why. But don't worry, we will be returning to it in a little bit. We're just skipping over it for right now. Now, what we want to do to start off with is we're going to place down a row of 3 of stone brick stairs across the front like so. We're also going to want to go ahead and go into our inventory, grab ourselves some item frames, which we can get under the decoration tab right here, item frame, and we are also going to need to grab ourselves a glass block like so. We're going to place down an item frame like that on those 2 stone brick stairs, followed by a glass block in those item frames, and we're going to also place down a sign over the item frames like that to make your front headlights. After you have that done, we're just going to place down a stone brick stair like this on both sides there to create the 2 stairs on either side here to be corner stairs, and then a polished andesite block in between those stairs. Now on the outside over here, we're going to place down a stone brick stair like so on both sides, and we're going to leave that alone for right now. We'll return to it a little bit. For some reason it didn't do it over here, which is weird. I'll have to fix that, but yeah, you want it to look something just like that. We then want to place down a stone brick half slab like so on both sides, like that. After you have that done, we're going to place down a corner stair on your side like so, followed by a polished andesite block in the very center. After you have that done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite. We're then going to place down a skeleton skull on top of the stone brick stair at about a 45-degree angle, give or take. So it's something kind of like that. After you have that done, we're going to place down a We're going to place down a polished andesite block here in the center, followed by a stone brick stair like this on both sides, leaving these spaces open right here, which will be part of basically the driver's compartment and all that stuff right there. After you have that done, we're going to place down a polished andesite block on either side like so. And also, to add a bit of detail here, we're going to place down some stone and also some tripwire hooks, so go ahead and grab those if you don't have them. We're going to place down a stone block on both sides, again with a tripwire hook coming off the block like that. We're going to place down a polished andesite block both sides, followed by another stone block on both sides, and a tripwire hook coming off that stone block. We're then going to place down a black wool block to represent the German iron cross, again on both sides like that, followed by a stone block on both sides, again a tripwire hook coming off that stone block, followed by a polished andesite block on both sides, a stone brick upside down stair on both sides like that. And on the very back here, we're going to place down a corner stair like that coming off those two stone brick stairs. And we're going to place down one stone brick stair coming in on either side like so, followed by another brick upside down stair in the very middle, just like that to make the back. Once you guys have that all done, that's going to do it for layer 3. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 4. Alright guys, so moving on to our next layer, we have layer 4. Now for layer 4, what we want to do is you want to go ahead and start off by taking a skeleton skull over here on the left side on this corner stair. We're going to place down a skeleton skull like that for a mirror, and then over here on this side, we're going to place down a iron bar on top like that for an antenna. Once you have that done, we're going to place down a stone button on top of this polished andesite block right here, which actually we want to switch out for a stone block, followed by a stone button on top of it like so. After you have that done, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3. Stone brick half slabs back like that. On your third stone brick half slab, we're just going to place down one stone brick half slab out to either side. And then on top of coming off this second stone brick half slab, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor on both sides like that. Now, once you have that done, the very center here, we're going to place down a polished andesite block. We can also place down one going down like that. And we're then going to place down an iron trapdoor on either side of that polished andesite block. On either side of that, on either side here, on top of this polished andesite block, we're going to place down a stone brick stair. So you get something that looks just like that for the very front there. After you have that done, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 stone brick stairs back, and giving you a total of 9. Same thing over here on this side. Take your stone brick stairs and go all the way back like so. After you have that done, we're then going to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite across the very back like that. Once you guys have that done, that's going to basically do it for layer 4. And with that, let's go ahead and move on to which will pretty much be layers 5, 6, I believe 7, and 8. We're going to put the antenna on, all this whole top section, the whole gun on the top there. And of course, then after that, we'll go ahead and focus on the interior. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to our last final layers. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our last final layers, we have basically layers 5 through 8. These layers, we're going to go ahead and focus on pretty much putting the main gun in on the top here, some of the details on the very top and all that stuff. And, you know, that'll pretty much be the main focus. So what we want to do to start off with is we're going to place down a polished andesite block on top of this one in the very front here, followed by a cobblestone wall that comes off of it. On either side of this cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a sign, just like that, followed by a skeleton skull that comes off the polished andesite block to create your very tip there for the gun barrel. After you have that done, we're just going to place down a skeleton skull on either side of that polished andesite block. After you have that done, we're going to place down a row of 3 of polished andesite. They basically go across like so. Once you have that done, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on either end of that row of 3, followed by one more that goes back, like so along the side here. And we're also going to place down a sign on that cobblestone wall, just like that on both sides. After you have that done, we're then going to place down a stone brick stair on both sides, followed by a stone brick half slab after that stone brick stair, like so. Over here on the left side, we're going to place down an iron bar on top of that stone brick stair, followed by 1, 2, and 3 up. So you're going to have a total of 4 iron bars right here for this radio antenna. And then once you have that done, we're going to go and focus on a little bit of the gun mechanism here. Now, for the gun mechanism itself, we will need to go ahead and build a little bit on the bottom here. So for this, what we can do is we can just go ahead and place down, let me just double check here to make sure I get this right. We can go ahead and just place down a polished andesite block right here, and then one right here. On top of this polished andesite block, we're going to place down a stone brick stair like that. We need to go ahead and grab ourselves an anvil. We're going to place down an anvil like that on top of the stone brick stair. We're then going to place down a stone brick stair coming off the anvil like so, facing that direction, followed by a sign on the side of it like so. We're also going to need to go ahead and grab ourselves some dark oak wood fence gates and also some end rods. We're going to place down an end rod coming off those 2 polished andesite blocks, And we're also going to go ahead and place down a a dark oak with fence gate opened up like that to connect up to the stair, like this on both sides. So something just like that, to kind of create your gun mechanism there. Once you have that done on the top here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some iron trapdoors. We're going to place down 1 and 2 iron trapdoors across right there. We're also going to need to go and grab ourselves some spruce wood stairs. We're going to need, again, end rods, and we're also going to need some nether brick half slabs and also some wither skeleton skulls. To make the mounted machine gun on the top here, we're going to place down a anvil, followed by a nether brick top slab, followed by an end rod coming off of it. And over here on this side, we're just going to place down an upside down spruce wood stair, like that for the back there of the machine gun. And we just want to place down a stone bun on top of the nether brick top slab, just like that. Now, once you guys have that done, we also want to take a wither skeleton skull and place it down on the side here, the right side of the anvil, just like that for all that detail up there on the top. We want to go ahead and go back and grab ourselves a skeleton skull. We're going to go ahead and place down a full block on top of this stone brick stair here. We're going to place down a wither skeleton skull that comes off of it toward the inside like this. We're going to delete the full block, and then we're going to go ahead and place down a skeleton skull, just like that, to kind of create a little bit of an aiming sight that would be located right here. After you have that done, coming to the back here, we also have a machine gun mounted on the back. So for this, very simply, we're going to place down an anvil, like so, which actually we want to move in a little bit. So we're going to go and grab ourselves a dark oak wood fence post. We're going to place down one like this, and then we're going to go ahead and place down a actually, it's going to go over one like this, and we're going to place down a dark oak wood fence gate for a place for the anvil to sit. We're going to place down the anvil like so, and we're going to place down the upside down dark oak or spruce wood stair like so, followed by a stone brick top slab, followed by an end rod like so, and then we just want to grab ourselves a stone bun and place it down on top of that like so. And we want to go ahead and also place down a wither skeleton skull on the side here of this anvil. Now, one thing that is optional is that it looks like they had probably some kind of canvas material that they could pull up and cover up the vehicle if they wanted to. So just to kind of show a little bit of a place where the canvas would rest on, we can go and delete that wither skeleton skull, place down 2 iron bars like that on both sides, and then just a row of 3 of these iron trapdoors across like that to kind of create the brace there for it. You guys don't have to include it, but it is a little detail that you guys could if you guys wanted to. But anyways, guys, that right there is going to basically do it for those few layers there. A lot of stuff going on in the layer, very crazy stuff, but that's pretty much how you guys do layers 5 through 8. And with that, we can go ahead and move on to doing the interior for the build. Alright guys, so moving on to the interior. Now, I do apologize if I take a few looks back at the original copy I have over here, just because, you know, sometimes, you know, you're going to forget what kind of stuff you got going on down here. So I do apologize if I have to take a few looks back and forth. But it's just to make sure that I get everything right and all that. So, anyways, let's go ahead and get started now. What we're going to do is we're going to start off by placing down a nether brick half slab like this on both sides here for the driver's and passenger seat. We're also going to need to go and grab ourselves a wooden trapdoor to make the backs of the seats. So just a wooden trapdoor like this on both sides there to go ahead and pretty much make your seats like that. It's a bit of a cramped space, but that's what we had to do to get it to fix. And also in this space right here, we have this kind of opening here. We can go ahead and just place down a cobblestone wall in that space like so. Now once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a stone brick half slab. We're going to go ahead and place down one like this on either side of this polished andesite block. Once you have that done, we're going to place down 1 and 2 from the left side, followed by a nether brick stair over here on the right side. We then want to place down a stone brick half slab there in the center, followed by an oak wood plank for like an ammo box or something like that over here on the left side. And then over here on the right side, we're going to place down a stone brick stair with an iron bar on top of it. Going ahead and continuing on, we're going to place down a second stone brick stair with another iron bar next to it for a ammo rack right here. We then want to place down a oak wood plank right here again to create these ammo boxes. And then we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some light gray carpet. And we're going to place down light gray carpet on the very center block right in there. Along this side here, we're going to place down 2 black wool blocks like this with 2 black banners on the back here to try and create this little seat here for the back. And then we just want to take light gray carpet and basically cover up the rest of the floor to create something that pretty much looks just like that. And that's pretty much the interior. Very basic, but it definitely looks good, and you know, it gives a little bit of an impression that there's actually something going on here and all that fun stuff. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the Sd.Kfz 251/9. A very cool, interesting vehicle. Definitely a vehicle that's not very commonly known, but it's definitely cool nonetheless. And hopefully you guys do enjoy. Again, a special thanks to Patreon supporter Trench Fighter 8 for basically sponsoring this video. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do NBS design, I do ask that you guys give me proper credit for it. This may be a thing from a side on the build, tweet to my channel, or this video if there's appearing on social media sites. Just be sure to get proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for when doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow, and it continues to keep me inspired to continue on posting the content I do. So please give me credit, and you guys are free to use the build as long as you guys do. So have fun and enjoy the build. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Gary 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.